Street Controversy, Teaching You Controversy Live. Here with 5-time champ, 4-time light heavyweight champ, IBO cruiserweight champ, Antonio Tarver. How you doing, champ?
I'm good, brother. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. The pleasure's all mine. First and foremost, man, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Thank you, man. Yeah. It's official, bro.
It's official? Oh, you got a third generation Southpaw coming through?
The brand is in good hands.
Man, that's a blessing. I just had my first and second grandchild in the last 6 months. I had a girl first, and then I just had a boy in March.
All right.
So I know you're going to turn him into a champ.
That's a different trip, man. I don't even know what to expect.
Man, that's something, man. I can't even. Whew. Man, it's a joy. I mean, really appreciate it to see where your kids grow up and mature and become great parents. It's just a testimony of your hard work as a parent, you know what I'm saying? And I seen that you were supposed to fight on the card with him September 29th, Johnathan Banks.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, you broke your thumb or
yeah,
something, right?
I did. You know what, though? It wasn't meant to be, man, because, right, I love my son to the point where I don't know how I could have been so distracted with what he was doing prior to and then switching it back on to get ready for Johnathan Banks. So I learned a lesson that night that, you know, it wasn't meant to be, man, because when you're in your son's corner, it takes everything out of you, man. And you're fighting for him, you're fighting with him, so it's just real tough.
So let me ask you, what's harder? What do you think is harder, commentating on your side or in his corner?
I never commentated one of his fights, but just
imagining it.
Yeah, no, I mean that'll be tough. That'll be tough because I pride myself on you know, not being biased or whatever, but that would be kind of hard.
Okay. Now, I remember back in the early 2000s when I first took notice of you.
Okay.
That first fight against Roy.
Right.
I was like, yo, hey, this dude is for real. And that second fight, it was like, hey, you got any excuses tonight, Roy? To me, that was like, man, I was like, okay, this cat is for real. So now you're 46, member of the 96 Olympic team, you're getting older. The heavyweight division is a little bit crazy, man. Everybody and their mama calling out somebody.
Right.
You got Malik Scott calling you out. Shannon Briggs showing up to weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? So at 46, let me just ask you straight up, do you feel like you got enough left in the tank from what God has given you as far as your talent to win another heavyweight championship?
Most definitely, man. I'm as confident about that as I was about my ascension to the light heavyweight division, knowing that I had a great fighter like Roy Jones Jr. in my way. I mean, but I'm just as confident today as I was then. And I know that, you know, when God is in it, it can't be denied. So, I mean, it's not that I'm just making all this up, man. I've gone through everything I've gone through to prepare me for this.
Right.
I don't take anything for granted. And even when I'm at my worst times, I find a blessing in it. That's just how I've always been. That's how I live my life. So, I know I'm on a destiny trip right now. And I'm going to walk into my destiny, and I'm going to become the oldest man to win the heavyweight division. That's why you see these guys talking a whole lot, but they ain't really trying to see me, man, because they haven't seen me look old in the ring. You know, they haven't seen that. I haven't come close to having the game retirement. It's a difference for me saying, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. But boxing retires you. You see the last fight Hopkins had?
Yeah,
boxing retires you. So I haven't came close to being retired. You've never seen me hurt, never seen me knocked out on the floor, some referee counting over me. You've never seen that. And until you see that, I'm still the goods. Until I can no longer fight at this level, I'm still going to believe that I can beat anybody on any given night because I proved that. I knocked out the Floyd Mayweather in my time in 2 rounds.
You did.
Period.
Yes, you did. You know, so everybody thought actually was unbeatable. After that John Ruiz fight, he walked right into him with you. I'm like, okay.
Exactly.
So you know, you think he's invincible, but sometimes I also feel like when your athleticism leaves you, what do you have left? See, I played college basketball, so a lot of these cats that got older like me, I can get up and down. But I know the fundamentals of the game, I can still get away with certain things. These young cats like, yo, she get a shot off too fast. The skills never leave. Like the mental state and that confidence means a lot. So that day you step in the ring with Roy, you say you got any excuses tonight? I was like, man, look, not tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's just all about having the confidence and knowing that God gave you another day to make something out of yourself. And prayer, hey, people don't understand what that does for you. When you're in the gym, you work hard, you want to give up. Prayer, you probably look at Buddy McCurtain like, dog, let's cut it short. Let's cut it short. But like, nah, man. You're on the destiny right now. So regardless of what Malik's saying or anybody else saying, Man, just keep believing in your skills, man. Inside of the ring, as long as you feel like you still got it, man, and God telling you it ain't got you, who can deny it?
Nobody can. Nobody
Exactly.
can.
Now switch gears as far as commentary. I know you done did your work in Showtime. Man, I just love it when you commentating on that. You need somebody knowledgeable. Now with the PBC coming in 2015, actually making a lot of noise. Thank you, Al Heyman.
Yes.
Thank you, Al Heyman. Yes. Been stuffed up real hard. And all the fights, a lot of fights that people said wasn't going to happen.
They're happening.
Peterson, Lamont Peterson, Garcia,
yeah, that was nice.
Berto's fighting on Spike. I mean, all of these big names, Brona, Molina, Guerrero, Thurman. Now you commentating on the PBC. How do you feel like you're going to make that transition, knowing you were with Showtime and now it's primetime network TV? It's a big thing now because now it's in everybody's household.
I mean, hey, it's a blessing again, man. I felt like I could have came back sooner, but when you're on God's time, you can't rush it. So, I had to go through what I went through, and trust me, it was a heartbreaker, man, for me to watch, those guys move forward without me. But, like I said, God had a bigger plan for me. And it was right here on PBC and Spike TV. So I love the crew that I'm with right now. And I'm going to bring all my experiences from Showtime here. And I'm going to do the best job that I can do because I'm a perfectionist, man. I want to be the best at everything I do. So I study hard. I really enjoy the fighters meeting. It gives you an insight of these guys, how hard they work, and what they're fighting for.
Exactly.
And and so I wish that we can sometime record that because those are the things that the fans really need to see.
Exactly.
To fall in love with these guys, not only because they're champions, because they're real life people.
More personal. Like Muhammad Ali used to give personal interviews, and Sugar Ray was marketable, personal. Now, since it's coming to network TV, I always felt like that's the shine that these fighters actually need.
We're missing.
Like, I mean, after Floyd and Manny leave, where the state of boxing is going to go now. It's going to be the next star to step up. How are they going to step up?
Exactly.
You can't just continuously follow in Floyd's footsteps. That's a once-in-a-lifetime way.
Exactly.
So it's like you got to blaze your own trail. So what do you see boxing going at this point after this year with Floyd and Manny going? You winning your last heavyweight championship.
Well, you know what?
I'm put that in order.
I'm gonna say this, man. After May 2nd, me going at the heavyweight championship and becoming the oldest fighter to do so should be the biggest story in boxing. But again, fortunately, I made my name at a time where I made my name, and right now I'm still recognized in boxing. But for these young fighters that didn't have that platform, it's going to be hard. Thank God the PBC that they have that platform now. Not only are we're gonna find 100, and I don't mean this in no disrespect, we're gonna find 100 Floyd Mayweathers. Not meaning they're gonna ever be Floyd Mayweather, but we need to promote the next stars of boxing.
Exactly.
We can't stop here. We gotta give these young fighters the exposure they need, and I think PBC are right on the dime with that.
Good. So, final, just wrapping things up here, man. I know you get tired of this question, man. What's your prediction? I know that was your boy, 96 Olympic team. By the way, was one of the baddest Olympic teams from you. Nate Jones. What's the one guy name that had the eye injury?
Vargas, David Reed.
David Reed. People don't know David Reed was a bad boy.
Reed was a beast. He was a middleweight champion too. So he did get that. Within 14 fights, he won the title.
Exactly.
I mean, but we know he wasn't ready for Felix Trinidad at the time, and I think he was never the same after that fight, unfortunately. But yeah, that's my man, David Reed. We miss him, man.